Hey there you! Welcome back and thanks again for clicking my video. I bet you want to have feels at this point. So, in this video, I am going to share you my top 11 saddest song of our very own Taylor Swift from her Taylor Swift album to her latest Taylor's version. Of course, judging from its lyricism, melody, and overall feels. Anyway, bestie, don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get right into the video. Coming up at number 11 is Clean in her album 1989. Clean is about moving on from a previous relationship, especially if it doesn't serve you well emotionally, mentally, and even physically. As she said that, then time passes and the more you live your life and create new habits. She said that in one of her interviews. Even though she said it was months and months of back and forth, still she said that, and by morning, gone was any trace of you. I think I am finally clean. And I think that is so beautiful. She's just saying that even faced with life struggles, we can still get past through it with time and patience. And next on our list is the infamous All Too Well, which I am very excited to hear on her Taylor's version. I might even need to stock up on tissues here because who knows what wound it'll open. Anyway, this song is a heartbreak anthem. It's about the start and end of a relationship with a person you thought would be your future. But then you found yourself reminiscing your past with that certain person and realizing it was long gone and it didn't last unlike you always hope it would be. As she said, "I was there, I remember it all too well." She remembers it all too well, how she got so confused and hurt with what he did to her to make the same mistakes again.
Autumn leaves falling down like pieces into place, and I can picture it after all these days. And I know it's long gone and that magic's not here no more. And it might be okay, but I'm not fine at all.
At number 9, we have False God in her album Lover. I know this is meant to be like a sex song kind of thing, but hear me out. Whenever I listen to this song, it's like there's something deeper to it. It's about seeing a failing relationship and still trying to save it from reaching the end. In modern times, we'll say that she saw a lot of red flags in this relationship but chose to turn a blind eye, hence the blind faith lyric. It's like being in an unstable relationship that she kinda knew deep down that she might end up getting hurt, but she'll still have faith and worship this love like a false god. Big appreciation to the sax, by the way.
We were crazy to think that this could work. Remember how I said I'd die for you?
I was having a dilemma between the one and August. I mean, August's lyrics,
But I can see it's lost in memory. August slipped away to the moment in time. This was never mine.
but then the one shook me differently. And of course, it's about two ex-lovers who still wonders the what ifs and what could have been if they did things differently. Even they did amazing things on their own, there are still times where they think of each other. As the lyric goes,
But it would have been fun if you would have been the one.
nevertheless, she thinks that their love is actually worth it as it helped her grow. It just entails that we can also appreciate a past relationship we've been if we look at it in maybe in an optimistic perspective and let time heal everything.
Persist and resist the temptation to ask you if one thing had been different. Would everything be different? don't you think so? Rose flowing with your chosen family, and it would have been sweet if it could have been me.
Too much feels for 3 songs, don't you think? Coming up at number 7 is White Horse in her album Fearless, or her Taylor's version, which we should support, by the way, instead of the previous ones, because anyway, White Horse is about a person's naivety about love. You know, we tend to romanticize love and dreams to have a happy ending because that is what the movies and the fairy tales shows us or tells us. And as the lyric goes, I had so many dreams about you and me. Now I know I am not a princess and this is a fairy tale. Because she thought that love is supposed to be like this and or like that we usually see on the movies, the happy endings, and she puts these unrealistic ideas on her relationship, but then she realizes that it wasn't supposed to be like that, and somehow she hoped for a new perspective about love and romance. As the lyric goes,
"'Cause I'm not your princess, this ain't a fairy tale. I'm gonna find someone someday who might actually treat me well."
At number 6 is, in my opinion, one of the most painful Taylor Swift song ever, and it is Dear John in her Speak Now album, which you can feel the hurt on every lyric ever spoken. Basically, this song is about being blindly optimistic in a relationship, that you disregard all the warnings being sent in your way or brushing off all the word of advice from the outside. Still believing that this is the love she was meant to have, this is what love is, that he will treat her right. But sadly, it happened the other way around, and she ended up as one of her exes. As the lyric goes, you add my name in the long list of traitors who don't understand. Which eventually made her regret ignoring others' advices at some point. And in my opinion, it opens up about somehow a toxic relationship wherein you try to impress your significant other but ended up unappreciated, plus dealing with a volatile person in a relationship. So I guess you should really run as fast as you can when you see these signs. To the last 5 on our list, and we have at number 5 is Back to December in her Speak Now album. This song makes me want to go back to December without anything to get back into. Yeah, alright, so regret and apology, basically what this song is about. It's her falling in love into a relationship but started to have doubts and eventually left. She ignored him for the most times, especially on his birthday, and how she assumed that he is just another embodiment of her past relationships, where she later realized that she was just fueled with fear and she actually loved him back in the fall. Shocker. Feeling the misery and regret, she tried to reconcile with him, trying to change it, but she figured out she can't. As the song goes,
maybe this is wishful thinking, probably mindless dreaming, but if we loved again, I swear I'd love you right. I go back in time and change it.
Next on the list is, oh my goodness, the ever sorrowful song, Last Kiss. We all have that last kiss. We never really thought was the last. So we have that I want more feeling, but we just can't. It's about a breakup she didn't really see coming. Again, shocking. Super shocking and hurtful. She's just reminded by the lingering moments she had with him. And I don't know, longs for him during his absence. Maybe looking at his pictures or social media, or asking about him to their mutual friends and hoping he is well. But then she explains further in the song that she will never be able to forget their love. Alright, please excuse me, I'm gonna go cry. Boy, was it hard to move on. Partner this with All Too Well and we'll all end up emotionally unstable and definitely an emotional wreck. To the top 3, led by The Last Time by the album Red. Even on its first lines, quote unquote, found myself at the door just like all those times before. Huge appreciation to Taylor and Gary Lightbody for delivering this so perfect. In my perspective, the way I see it, I think it's about a failing relationship but they still go back to each other. A relationship wherein the guy kept on making a mistake and asks for her apology afterwards, but it just so happens that she is tired of his habits of coming back and going again. It's like back and forth. She appears as his comfort in his own endeavors. That is why she kept on saying, "Put my name on the top of your list." I guess she realizes that she is always second best for him, so they decided to end things. Hence the lyrics.
This is the last time you tell me I got it wrong.
This is the last time I said it's been you all along.
This is the last time I let you in my door.
This is the last time I won't hurt you anymore.
Finally, the top 2 on our list. Is it going to be Exile or Cruel Summer? Well, they're both very dear in my heart, but I guess I'll go for Cruel Summer as the second most favorite on this list. Cruel Summer has a very strong and intense feelings with it. I just want to scream its bridge with Taylor too, you know. I love you, something. Again, in the way I see it, I think it's about risking going into a relationship that might be bad for her. And once again, she pursued the relationship by turning a blind eye. As she said, bad boys, shiny toys with a price, you know that I bought it. But also refusing to go all in. So apparently, in the relationship, she is patiently waiting for him to meet her expectations as her lover, which I guess he fails to meet that expectations, but you know, she just kinda shrugged it off. Hence, the lyrics, killing me slow, out the window, I'm always waiting for you to be waiting below. Devils roll the dice, angels roll their eyes. What doesn't kill me makes me want you more. But it's okay, it's him. So she wants to say a lot to him but chooses to be silent and keep it to herself. She doesn't want to let him know her true thoughts and feelings, maybe because she doesn't want to dig deep into the relationship. So she keeps on suppressing her true feelings. Until one night, she just popped and said, "I love you" to him and said, "Ain't that the worst thing you've ever heard?" Girl! And he looks up grinning like a devil, which I think portrays that he feels the same way too. And I guess it has its own happy turns too, but still, this is number 2 on my list. It is a masterpiece. Finally, at number 1 is Exile. This song just gives me so much emotions I couldn't even handle. It's about 2 ex-lovers who somehow can't shrug themselves off. I mean, Come on, forget one another. She already has a new guy, but she can still see her ex lingering and watching her moving on without him. And I think she ended things with him, and there was definitely a misunderstanding during the relationship that they failed to resolve that led to their exile.
I think I've seen this film before, and I didn't like the ending. I'm not your problem anymore. So who am I offending now? You were my crown. Now I'm in exile, seeing you out.
As you can see on those lines, which is so freaking painful, by the way, and super intense, the ex wants another chance on the relationship and blames her about the things she lacked during the relationship, hoping that if they would voice out their inadequacy, then maybe it'll work for the better. But she doesn't think that way. She defends that she has seen this film before and she didn't like the ending. She gave so many signs, so many chances, and he didn't pick it up. She is implying that he is wrong and assumes that it will be another ending similar to the one that they had before. That is why she refuses to get back to him. I mean, ouch. I guess move on, man. And in this song, we can see how empathy and understanding plays a huge part in every relationship. Oh, thanks.
So step right out. There is no amount of crying I can do for
All this time,
we always walked a very thin line. I never learned to read your mind.
to read my
I couldn't turn things around.
turn things
She never gave no warning sign.
so many signs. You didn't even see the signs.
So that concludes our list. Please click the like button if you agree on any of these songs on our list, and also comment down below your favorite Taylor Swift song. I hope this playlist will give you a good cry, and I hope I give you ideas as well. Once again, farewell and radiate kindness. Goodbye!